Hello and welcome. I'm so glad to see you all here with me today. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Come on in the room. Come on in the room. All right. What a wonderful day it is. It is a brand new opportunity to see you all, a brand new month. My goodness, where is the time going? Just know that it's going. And if you're not keeping up, you will get left behind. We don't want you to get there. So let me just say welcome, welcome, welcome to today's episode of Mom Live. All right, today we're diving into a crucial aspect of your building your business, the power of embracing flexibility. Yes, it's an exciting journey where you have the freedom to shape your path and make adjustments along the way. Join us as we explore the importance of evaluating your pursuits regularly, ensuring you are staying aligned with what truly ignites your passion. And I want you to remember it's okay to change your mind and pivot towards new opportunities that resonate with your aspirations. All right, we're going to go ahead and unlock the potential of your entrepreneurial journey together on today's episode. If you are with me live, make sure that you put hashtag live in the comments and tell us where you are joining us from. I'd love to hear where everyone is coming from in the Mompreneur HQ community, how far our reach goes. And that helps us to really get excited about the content that we're putting out each week. So if you are joining us live or the replay, just put hashtag replay. Make sure that you tell us where you are joining us from. Now, during this episode, we're going to be sharing some things with you about our Lifestyle by Design series that we've just been continuing. So we're talking about Lifestyle by Design. Regularly assess your path to ensure you're pursuing your dreams. I want you to get your pen, paper, iPad, or whatever digital device to be able to record these nuggets so that you can get really clear on being able to take your business and examine how it's going for you and pivoting if necessary. But we're going to talk about all of that in just a few moments after I introduce myself. I am Rashida Green. I'm the founder of and CEO of Get Right Coaching, the host of the Mompreneur HQ community, and the creator of the Digimompreneur Academy. And I help moms who are determined to gain time, money, and financial and location freedom to start online businesses so that they can build the life of their dreams without neglecting themselves or their families in the process. And I do that through coaching, be it one-on-one or group coaching. I also do that through content. We got plenty of it throughout this Facebook group, our Instagram, our YouTube, our website. There's plenty of content to help you to grow in your business. And we also do this through this community, the Mompreneur HQ. Feel free to ask questions, share tips in the group so that people who are in the community get to know more about you, what in and the sense of and the type of person that you are and the type of knowledge that you have. And hey, who knows, they may start calling on you for other things and become a potential client. So make sure that you are active in the group, as well as make sure that you're in the business database that we have, the business directory. We just recently updated it. Two more people signed, registered in the directory. So we have now added their information. But guess what? What we're going to start doing is member spotlights. So those of you who are in the directory, you will be spotlighted. We're going to see about the frequency, but I believe it's going to be once a month. Hey, we might decide to do once a week. It's just spotlighting our members in the community, helping you all to get seen in front of an audience that, hey, you may not have been able to get seen in before. So I want you to make sure that you are in our business directory. We have it currently updated for those who just added their information. I believe it was maybe 2 or 3 people. So we've added you. If you're able to include a photo, a headshot, please do that so that we have uniformity in our book, in our directory, because we have that directory available in the membership, in the group. So it should be pinned, but if not, I'll make sure it's pinned so that you can add yourself to the directory and also see the other members in the directory who are there. All right, so we are talking about lifestyle by design. If you're just joining us, make sure you have your pen, paper, pencil, and all that good stuff, because we are going to talk about one of the best parts of building your own business is the fact that you get to change your mind when you want to. Now, if you thought you loved doing something, but it turns out you hate it, guess what? You can change your mind and do something else. It is okay. You can even hire someone to do that thing for you or just not do it at all. It's totally up to you. I mean, think about it. How wonderful is that? You have the freedom to choose. However, there's a caveat. This freedom also leads to a huge danger for anyone who is trying to build a business that runs itself and helps them live the lifestyle they desire so much, right? Being in full control of yourself means that you can just quit at any given moment, any day, and decide to get a job or just quit and go back to your normal life. You have that freedom. It's a double two-edged sword, right? And it seems like in most cases these days, most people just decide to quit. If it gets too hard, if the money gets too low, if the clients are too scarce, most people just say, you know what? I'm throwing in the towel. I ain't got time for this. And that's really, there's another reason, but that's one of the reasons most business startups fail. I'm sure you know what the other one is. It's the lack of finances. But yeah, it's off the decision, the freedom of choice to say, hey, this is getting too hard. I quit. That's it. And that's why they say entrepreneurship is not for the faint of heart. It's a tough decision. And once you make the decision, it's even tougher to stick with it. But if it's something that you truly, truly love to do, the decision might just be already made for you. But let me tell you, your decision or your goal at the end of all this doesn't have to end with I quit. You can evaluate your business regularly to ensure that you're doing what you really want to do. Some things that you can do to kind of stay in tune with your business goals, your life goals, is to periodically ask yourself the following questions. Let's start with, will what I'm doing now lead to the lifestyle I desire? Ask yourself that question. Because sometimes we get into being an entrepreneur and starting our own business because we feel like, oh, this is something that I can do. Another reason might be, oh, I can make money with this. Or it's something that I love to do. And hey, I love it. I'm going to do it. Think about it though. Is what I'm doing now going to lead to the desired lifestyle that I want? I want you to look at your books. Look at your progress you've made to determine whether it's business you've stared, whether this business that you started can even lead to the lifestyle you want, or does it not? Just because you have passion about it or love it doesn't always mean there is enough audience to make the kind of money that you want to make with the kind of work that you want to do. So I'm trying to think of an example, but if you love crocheting and you say that I want to crochet, that I want to be able to retire at 45 and I'm going to start a crochet business now, is it a possibility to make a huge dent in the market with your crochet business? Yes, it is. It's very possible. But think about it. In order for you to achieve that type of momentum and financial bliss, that means you're going to have to be crocheting like every day, every moment. And then whatever this thing that you decide to crochet has to be so popular that everybody wants it, and not just for Christmas, right? It has to be something that people really want, and regardless of what's going on, it needs to be something that's substantially attractive and really a client attracting, because you want it to be something that's going to make you a lot of money to afford you the opportunity to retire at 45. And that's what I mean by just take a look at what it is that you're doing now and whether it can lead you to the lifestyle that you desire. Now, if you don't want to be a multimillionaire at 45 and to retire, then and you just want an extra $5,000 a month or what have you, then hey, if that's the lifestyle that you desire and it fits that, and what you're doing, making those crocheted specialty items helps you to get $5,000 a month, and you're good to go, right? This is the evaluation part that you need to do. Really just examine it and see, do the numbers, do the number crunching, and does this really work, and how is it going to benefit me as far as reaching the goals that I've set to be able to retire, whatever the goal that you personally set. Is it going to, what I'm doing now, going to help me to reach that desired lifestyle? All right. I want you to also think about 3 things I don't like doing that I do now. There's that whole synergy of, as an entrepreneur, we wear 50 million hats. We got all these hats on. We're juggling and all these responsibilities. We're not ever just doing one thing, i.e., the thing that we love. We're always doing all these things to make sure that our business is running smoothly. And as a CEO, even with a team, you still have to manage people and make sure that they're doing and working to the level that you would expect. So when you're asking yourself, what are the 3 things I don't like doing that I do now? You're really getting yourself in a mindset of just kind of figuring out what works for you and what doesn't, and then making a decision on what I need to do if I really don't like doing it. I want you to periodically take the time to actually write down the 3 things you dislike doing in relation to building your business. And I want you to analyze each task to determine whether you're the one that really needs to be doing that thing or not, right? Because if it's something that you don't like, you have options. You can automate it, delegate it, or outsource it, because it still needs to be done, right? It still needs to be done, but you don't have to be the one to do it. For example, your bookkeeping, writing your own blogs, handling your own social media management. Maybe you don't like getting on social media, so hiring someone to handle the social media might be a task for you. You can just go ahead and relieve yourself of that responsibility, take the stress right off your plate by doing one of those 3 things. Remember, automate, delegate, or outsource. Either way, give it to somebody else who may enjoy it more, or who don't mind getting paid to do the job. Another thing is to ask yourself, can I imagine not doing what I'm doing now? Now, if it's something that you love doing and you decide, as I'm thinking about this, I do love this, then that's awesome, because you set out to do this, to start this business that you love, and it's awesome. But can you imagine not doing what you're doing, or what you're doing now and not loving it? Right? So, can I imagine not doing what I'm doing now? That's your question. When your guard is down and you fantasize about life, you're on that beach or you're laying on your pillow and you're in your cozy chair, which you should be doing regularly, right? There should be some relaxation. There should be some just CEO time where you just downtime to download and to just relax. What do you envision, right? Think about that. What is it that you envision? Do you see yourself doing something totally different from what your business is? Do you see yourself still doing the same business, If you see something totally different, assuming it's realistic, how can you make that alternative reality come true? Think about it. Is what you're doing what you imagine is what you're doing what you also imagine yourself doing? Or when you're fantasizing or relaxing or letting your guard down, are you thinking of doing something else? Are those things so far apart or is it somewhat close? These are things I want you to think about. And if there's something totally different, how can you find a way to get to that thing that you envision doing? Another question: would I do what I'm doing for free if I didn't need money? So, another way to ask this is, if life, if money wasn't an issue, would I still be doing what I'm doing? Would I do it for free because I love it? Period. If it wasn't about the money. This is almost like that whole when your guard is down and you're sitting at the beach and you're thinking, you're fantasizing what it is that you would be doing. Would you be doing that for free? We're taking money out of the picture totally. That envision is similar to what we just talked about. If you're thinking about something in your fantasy of what you would be doing, the second part, or the part B, would be, if you could do it without getting paid, do it for free, would you still do it? What would change about your life tomorrow if you won $10 million tonight? Or if you happen to be I'm not going to call it, but the lotto winner, because I'm not sure what it was, a mega Powerball, something or another, with 1 point something billion dollars. And even if you cashed out, all of it would be 500 million, something like that. If all that money became yours just overnight, what change would you make about your life? What would change about your life tomorrow? Would you keep doing what you're doing? Or would you be like, I don't know, right? Would you keep doing it and do it for free? Or would you just call it quits? Just stop cold turkey. Like, this ain't for me. Thank goodness I won this money. I'm out. Now, listen, it doesn't always mean that you should not do it, because there's nothing wrong with doing something because of the money. It's just important to identify that this is your real why if you stop doing whatever it is when you don't need money. Think about it. What brings you that childlike delight in life? Now, this again is that just really feeling it. Now, I want to say from your core, like, is this something that you really love doing? Because this, again, we're talking about lifestyle by design. We want to make sure that the life that we're building for ourselves is something that we really want. I mean, because I know that, and outside of entrepreneurship, when we're going after careers, sometimes we have a goal of what we want our career to be and where we want to be in 5 and 10 years. And we want to be in a C-suite, but we find ourselves at entry level trying to get to that C-suite and not really having a map, or finding ourselves trying to get to that C-suite, but not really liking the job that we're doing, thinking that, oh, well, I just want to be in a C-suite, but doing what, right? We want to make sure that we're aligning our career. If we're working, aligning our career with our desires in our career. And the same holds true for entrepreneurship, making sure that you're building a business that is in line with the desire for your future. If you want to live a lifestyle by design where you have no care in the world, you have the money that you need, you have the family time that you desire, you're able to travel and go and do all these things. If that's the lifestyle that you desire, you want to be location free, you want to have no money scarcity, or be financially secure, and you want to be able to have the time to do all the things that you want to do, then you should, as the designer of your life, as the creator of your business, should want them to line up where you're going to build a business that is going to be in line with the lifestyle that you desire. So I want you to write down 3 things you do in your business that make you feel giddy like a child. I mean, what about your business? We talked about the 3 things you don't like and how you can automate, delegate, or just chuck it to or outsource it, right? When we talk about email, I'm saying chuck it because I'm thinking about email, because then you can also delete. That's the other thing that you can do: automate, delegate, or delete. But we're not talking about emails. We're talking about lifestyle by design. And those 3 things we talked about you can do if you don't like certain parts of your business. But now I want you to get in your childlike spirit and think about those things that get you so excited, that you love doing, those aspects of your business that you love doing, and write those down. What makes you feel giddy like a little child that you get so excited about in your business? And if nothing in your business gets you excited and makes you feel delighted like you did when you were a child, then hey, there is something missing. You may be doing the wrong business. Now, I usually talk about your why. And let me just back up. Even if you only feel even if you only feel giddy, or you only feel like the only reason that you're doing what you're doing is because of the money that comes into your PayPal account, then that's okay. You want to be honest about that with yourself. But when you're designing a business, designing your lifestyle, you want to make sure that your business is in line with your goals. So if your why, and we talk about your why when we're building a business, what is your why? Because your why is what's going to drive you to keep going. We talked about in the beginning how sometimes we give up. We hit a stumbling block or an obstacle, and we think that's the end of the road, and we give up too soon, or we just give up because we don't feel like fighting for the business or the lifestyle that we dreamed of. And so it's your why that's really going to push you to say, you know what, I really want to build a legacy for my family. I really want to be able to have money to put my child through college. I really do want to be able to buy that car or that dream house that I want outright. I really do want to just be able to be debt free in 2023. How about that? Right? If these are the things, if these are the things that really push you and drive you, that are your whys, then that will help you to be in a better position when you're building out your business. Why? Because now you have a reason, something that's going to push you. Unfortunately, if the only thing that's pushing you is because of the money, sometimes that why, because I want to get money, because I want to be rich, because I want to be debt free, is not enough. And ultimately, you may decide to just quit. Because in entrepreneurship, you are the bank, you are the money maker, you are the one who is responsible for making sure that all of the things happen. And if you get stressed out, bombed out, or just discouraged, sometimes you'd be like, man, the money wasn't all that great anyway. And you be out, right? Deuces, like, I'm not doing this. So that's why you need to have a more stronger why. But the whole point of the question is to understand what it is that you really love about your business. And again, if you don't find nothing that you love about your business, then you might be in the wrong business. Go ahead and pivot, make the change, turn the other way, do what it is that you need to do so that you are excited about the thing that you started. And sometimes you start a business giddy and excited and find out that it's not really what you thought it was going to be. And it's okay. You can make that decision to change. You know what? I don't want to crochet because I thought that crocheting was going to get me, because I love crocheting, that I thought if I started a crocheting business, I would love it. But now I have no time to myself because I'm constantly crocheting. I only get about 6 hours of sleep between all my other tasks and responsibilities. And so now I'm so tired. I don't want to be, I don't want to build a crochet business. I just want to go back to making it a hobby, right? This is real life. These things happen, and it's okay for you to pivot and change your mind. So just think about that. If it's nothing, if it is something that just gets you so excited, then run with that. Make sure that you are focusing on those three things to help you to continue to build out your business and grow. And then my last question that I want you to ask yourself is if I feel stressed about the business, do I know why? What about your business causes you to feel anxious or stressed out? Those are the things that need to be organized so that you can eliminate the stress. We don't want stress in our business, especially as an entrepreneur or solopreneur. You're already stressed. You already may experience some stress trying to put a whole business together that you may or may not have experience doing. And if you don't have a coach or a mentor or somebody who's able to guide you through those steps of establishing your business, it can really feel like overwhelming. For example, many people paying quarterly taxes and bookkeeping is stressful. You can use software to automate. When we talked about automate this process to take it off your plate. So if you feel like this is a stress factor for you, then find a way to take it off your plate. Give it to somebody. We said to automate, delegate, or outsource it. We want you to keep in mind that everyone sometimes feels as if what they're doing has no purpose. Like, I'm over it. And some people even feel as if they hate it. They're missing the mark. It's more about how you feel on a regular basis than how you feel at any one moment. So that's what I mean. Don't make any rash decisions of, this is it. I hit a roadblock or obstacle. That's it. I'm going to quit. It shouldn't be about one singular thing. Don't make a decision on one singular activity or a factor. You want to make sure that you're looking at the overall. It's not a one thing. It's a regular basis thing. And if you are not happy on a regular basis, then yes, you need to think about doing something different. And if you regularly feel stressed out and bothered by the work you're doing, and especially if you feel resentment towards it, you should reevaluate that so that you can turn things around and do more of what you like. That is the goal. That is the purpose, to live a lifestyle by design. So in order to do that, we want you to regularly assess your path to ensure you're pursuing your desires. Look at the way that you are planning out your business, how you're developing out your business, all the tasks in your business, and make sure that they are aligned with the paths that you want. I am someone who chase squirrels, shiny object syndrome. So I know what that looks like when you're building a business and you kind of go over here and then you're going over there and and it kind of splits into this whole big tree of branches. And it's like, oh, well, what am I to do now? Well, what I said just now, ask yourself these questions, answer them honestly and openly, and then pivot however you need to, or barrel down and go straight forward towards your goals. Thank you for joining me for today's episode of the Mom Life Show. I am so grateful that you joined me today, and I look forward to you joining us again next week. Stay tuned for an announcement in our Facebook group. An announcement is coming. Why? Because August is the 3-year anniversary of Get Right Coaching. So we're going to be sharing with you our secret presentation, or announcement rather, in a few days. So I need you. It's not even a few days, but anyway, I'm gonna stop right there. Just know that this is August, and August is Get Right Coaching's 3rd year anniversary. So we have an announcement coming. Stay tuned so that you find out exactly what's going down in the month of August for our 3-year anniversary. Again, thank you. And until next time.